Child, I can't get this thing right. There we go. Hey, y'all, I'm trying to get this light right. Y'all come on in. What in the world? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hit that like button as you come in. This light is disrespectful today. I need to go to the room. Hold on. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thanks for the couple that hit the like button. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hold up. Hold on, let me see who I need to speak to. Larry's minion? Oh, Lord. Hey, hey, how you doing? Lulu, hey, how you doing? Y'all come on in so we can have a little conversation and some little jokes tonight. Let me get my drink, chat. Hold up. Welcome to everyone that is in here right now. Like, I really don't like this light. Jeez, it's Joseph and Mary. Let me see. Tony is a critical thinker. Hey, how you doing? Ooh. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Miss Texas Bama, hey, what's going on? That might be it right there. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Like, got me tripping. I received a lot of comments. Juicy Love, how you doing? Received a lot of comments from the discussion that we had the other night. So, my throat hurting. I thought I'd come on and discuss some of those. How do I get that off there? Some of those comments. And go from there. Shout out to the certified dimes that are in the building. So one of the first things I had one person that left me like 6 or 7 responses, and I still don't understand what the message was. And hey, Shamika, how you doing, lady? And they started talking about other people, and y'all know I ain't getting into it with no other people about my own opinion. My opinion is just that. It's my opinion. And it is what it is. Whatever I said, I stand on it. I ain't taking it back. Not gonna do it. I really enjoyed the adult conversation the other night, so I'm ready for more. Okay. One of the biggest things, I go down, it was a few things, but one of the biggest things that I got was the thing with the young lady with the Jane. And this is not the person I said was leaving me out of comments now. So don't, two completely different. Actually, a couple people said something about this, that they didn't feel like the behaviors that went towards the female had anything to do with her other behaviors. What are you expected to take back? We are expressing our opinion. Absolutely, absolutely. So here's my thing. There's something that recently happened. First of all, I want to see what you guys think about bullying. Because there's a situation that happened at a school where a young man came with a gun, shot 4 people. I don't think anyone was killed, but he shot 4 people. And his parents came on, well, his family and the representative came on. They did an interview and said that, thank you for that, Shamika, and said that he was being bullied by some people at school. And basically that he was pushed like he had enough, and, you know, he was just like his back was against the wall. He felt like his back was against the wall, and he lashed out. They weren't trying to excuse what he did, but they wanted to kind of let people know a little bit about what was going on. So he was also, okay, so you heard about it. So you have this going on. So you have, you know, people, once they hear this part of the story, because, you know, once you have somebody doing shooting and stuff like that, everybody goes with the first story, whatever the media puts out first. So my question is, again, realistically speaking, if you feel like you are constantly being bullied by somebody or by somebody's, if you feel like, you know, you didn't do anything to anybody, or at least the people that are bullying you and they keep coming after you, you didn't do anything to them to deserve the behaviors or the actions that they have against you. You didn't do anything to them. And you got people coming at you calling you bees and sluts and whores and everything except the child of God about a situation that they don't know anything about. And telling you, I mean, just, is that not bullying? Is it like, it's bullying if it was us that it was being done to, but when it's somebody else, it's not bullying? Because, see, I'm one of those people that when I see people getting bullied, I say something. I probably say too much. So whether it was this young lady or anybody else, if you're bullying somebody, you're bullying somebody. I mean, it is what it is. So my thing is, none of us knew this young lady. And regardless of what people thought about somebody's personal relationship, whatever personal relationship she had with this man was nobody's business. And it was nobody's place to tell her what she needed to do or didn't need to do with that man. It was nobody's place to be going out there calling her out of her name. It was nobody's place to keep coming after her over and over. And we're not going to act like we didn't see it. People said, no, it wasn't. No, they were coming after her. People were all on her social media pages, like straight. I'm glad that she had some sense of mind to not try to do something and let it take her in a whole other direction. Because I actually saw somebody that told her to do it. You need to yourself. Like, we going to act like that's not bullying? And then in the same breath, I'm going to say it. In the same breath, want to talk about what somebody's parents did. Look at what you're doing to somebody's child. Yeah, she grown, but she's still somebody's child. That's all I'm saying. And that's what I said from the beginning. Leave people alone. That's what I said. I ain't taking that back. I am not taking that back. Because I do believe, because you guys that have been following me know that I had some interaction with her at some point. You leave well enough alone. People not bothering you, don't bother them. And nobody can say that was involved in the people that were coming after her. Nobody can say that they knew her. They didn't know nothing about her until her and this other young lady were put out publicly. Nobody knew anything about her to come after her and be saying the stuff that they were saying about her. And whatever relationship she was in. Did she go and do some crazy stuff with the fighting and all that? Yeah. That was crazy. Did she go and do some stuff that some young girls would do? And I'm saying girls in a way that it's like certain games that women don't play. Girls play those games. Yeah. I would say yeah. But that doesn't make her different than any other female. Like, we acting like this situation makes this all new. Like, I don't agree. I don't. I'm not taking up for her. I'm not going against him. I'm just being honest. And this is what people didn't want from the beginning. You leave people alone. Stop acting like you know what's going on in somebody's house. From day one, she didn't really have a relationship with him. How can you tell this girl what she had? You can't. So, to the point of me speaking on, somebody was saying that they felt that I was wrong with that. I can't take that back. I refuse to take that back because I saw it. I saw it and I kept commenting on it. And I kept commenting on it and I kept commenting on it. Like, just leave folks alone. Leave them alone. It's one thing for somebody to have to go and speak in front of some people and you still, you might have to speak against them or for the other team, but you still got some kind of respect for them. You don't feel like you sitting up here, oh, I'm like backing this person and I got all these people coming for trying to, it's not, I need y'all to hear me out. I'm not saying that people forced her to do anything. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is there are contributing factors. And everybody wants other people to take accountability for their actions, but they don't want to take accountability for their own actions. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm going to tell y'all something right now. Boy, this probably going to make my numbers drop real quick. If that was my sister, if that was my niece, shoot, if that was my little baby cousin or one of my close friends, and y'all were coming at them like that, we have a problem. This ain't even about no Dr. Rogers, no Coach Rogers, none of that. Y'all will meet Sandy, y'all will meet Sherelle. We have a problem. She might not be the one. Hey, Pat, how you doing, lady? She might not be the one to come at you, but I come at you. Now, that's some real talk for your tail. Because the thing was, it was a lot of grown women that were old enough to be this young lady's mama. That's all I'm saying. Whatever she had going on with this man in a house, in a bedroom, or whatever, was nobody's business, just like whatever you got going on in your house is none of our business. And I don't want to know. That's all I'm saying. So, like I said, anybody, like, if you don't agree with me, we can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree. I still love y'all. I still love y'all. And they're going to keep doing it because they don't understand. That's what I'm saying. People kept saying that she wasn't important in the case. She was the case. Nobody's getting that. She was the case. Yeah, he was found guilty with some stuff, but with the other girl, but she was the case. Is nobody getting that? I can, like, to sit there and know that I got people supporting me that keep coming after folks and they don't realize that they're like doing more damage and I can't do anything to stop them. because they like that far gone. That's some scary stuff. But y'all know her dad ain't gonna tell you. See, like her dad ain't gonna. Y'all talking about his daughter, so he gonna let y'all go. Go ahead, go talk about her. Yeah, she ain't important. She ain't important at all. Go ahead. Go right on ahead. Keep pushing. She ain't important at all. Oh, I'm with you, Lady Earth. I'm with you. I'm with you. But that's kind of, you know what I'm saying? How the thinking is, yeah, she ain't important. Go ahead, keep on, keep right on. She was the case. And I don't know what part of that, like, we can sit and live in this fantasy world and act like stuff doesn't matter. Stuff does matter. You piss a YouTuber off the wrong way, they coming for your head. Right? You piss one of these bloggers off and their supporters coming for your head. And they don't care who get hurt in the process. This is no different. This is no different. Once you get people in a certain place, like they don't care about your feelings. They don't care about what's going to hurt you. They don't care about none of that stuff because they like that. Well, okay, you didn't care about me. Why am I going to care about you feeling some type of way? Because the person that you see what I'm saying? Like this. So I can't take that back. Because I said it over and over again. Leave that young lady alone. Stop poking the bear. I know, again, I just a little intercommon sense. When somebody tells you, when they say specifically, you better leave me alone because I know where the bodies are buried. If you didn't get that message, I don't know what other message you needed to get. I don't know. But people, they kept on. Yeah, you got to leave people alone. If somebody do something to you, I'm not telling you not to defend yourself. If they do something to you, if they come after you, she was over there minding her business, trying to be in love with somebody. That's all I'm saying. Whether people liked it or not, she was over there trying to be in love. So this is where I'm saying that there's some. We talked about a lot of inconsistencies with the case. I see a lot of inconsistencies with some other folks as well, because this is almost like an oxymoron. We got some cognitive dissonance going on, because on one side you're saying, yeah, I love him, I support, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But then in the same sentence, you're doing stuff to hurt them. So it's like working against each other. That's definitely like some cognitive dissonance like going on right there. They don't go together. That's like oil and water. They don't mix. They don't mix. And even now, people still go after stuff a certain way, knowing he still has other cases. This is not over. It's not over. And even in cases where people may not have been looked at so much as a victim, a lot of people actually made them look more of a victim. I hope y'all catch that. It's certain things you do that automatically make people feel, have some type of empathy for other people, especially if they've been through something similar or had somebody do something to them. They start becoming empathetic to people's situations. So I can't go back on that one. I can't go back on that one. I stand on that. I stand on that. If somebody does something to you, then you go handle your business. But when you just coming after somebody that you don't even know, about something that you don't even know about something that does not concern you at all, like you have no relation, no ties, you don't have a dog, cat, rat, mouse, darn chimpanzee, you don't have nothing in that fight. You just jumped yourself in that fight. You not related, you're not blood, you're not cousins, I mean nothing. You just jump yourself in that fight and start attacking people for no reason. That's not right. Now, if we're going to talk about stuff that's not right, then just like we saying that people don't need to overlook other people that have similar charges, we can't overlook our own behaviors either. Now, those are facts. No problem, Kendra. That's the thing. I can't. If I'm being taught do unto others as I would have them do unto me, then I'm not going to do anybody like that. It doesn't matter what somebody's situation they got going on. Right, Pap. Say that again one time for the people in the back. He made whatever choices he made. The people that he was involved with made whatever choices they made. Everybody's accountable for their own actions. If you don't like what took place, which is the problem, the charges that he was like, that's the main problem at this particular point. That don't have nothing to do with these people right here. You fighting with the wrong ones. That's been the thing from the beginning. It has the focus has been off for a long time. It's been off. I support, but I stay in my lane with support my. Right. That's a powerful word, Shamika. Boundaries. That's a powerful word right there. Boundaries. Cause y'all, we can laugh, we can kiki and caca, we can kick the bobo all day. I mean, we can shoot the it all day. But at the end of the day, it's like certain lines you don't cross. It's certain lines you don't cross, and I'm still, I don't know. I'm saying it was like, shoot, it was some folks I didn't expect that was like doing some stuff. I'm like, you do. Look at that face. Okay. So one of the other things that I wanted to address, one of the other comments that I wanted to address, somebody said something about judging. They said that he was that. I don't know if they were trying to imply that I was judging, because I wasn't judging anybody. But I am going to be realistic. I'm going to be truthful. And I am done. Like, I've tried to do the little stuff and talking code and, give like little examples and soliloquies and everything else. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm walking around with blinders on. Like, to err is human. That means humans make errors. So we're not going to act like we got perfect people walking around here. That would be a lie all by itself. So for me to say that somebody needs to work on their decisions or that they made some bad decisions, I'm not taking that back either. That's a fact. And it's a fact that many people were saying he need to send such and such back. He need to do. Well, is that not saying you didn't like the decision that he made? That's the same thing. He should have talked to people this age. He should have did such and such. He should have. That's based on decision making. So what you're doing at this point is really, that hip, the hop, the hippie to the hibbity hop, that hypocrisy thing. Like, that's what that is, because you telling other people that they can't say anything, but you were making some of those same statements, because when you're saying what he need to do different, that means you're saying that he needs to change his decisions. He needs to make different decisions. That's the same thing. And at some extent, the same would hold true to all of us, because we all have stuff that we can do differently, right? Nobody's perfect. And as far as judging, I'm going to give you something on that too, because I didn't judge him on there. Just like I did. You might have wanted me to. I just told you what my opinion was on some stuff. But there's not a single person on this live that has never judged anybody. Big old facts. Big old facts. So I didn't feel like trying to go over all this stuff in the comments and type all this stuff out. Right. Nobody's perfect but God. We strive for perfection. We will never get there, but that's what people, some people strive for. We won't get there, but it don't hurt to work on it. But it's like, in this particular situation, it's like, no. Again, it's like that idolatry, like really idolizing people. And it's like, nobody's perfect. That's it. Everybody does wrong. Everyone sins and falls short. If you don't, you're not human. Everyone sins and falls short. I don't care how much of a Christian you are. Everyone sins and falls short. That's what somebody lost their life for. That's what somebody gave their son for. So that we may live. I'm just saying. I ain't going to get into all that. I ain't getting into all that. But y'all know what I'm talking about. So when people come with the foolishness, if people not saying stuff the way that you want to say it, the way that you want them to say it. I watched one of the attorneys. I can't think of the guy. He was a white guy or Italian guy. The other lawyer that started talking on the case. God, I can't think of what his name is. But he started doing some stuff on the case. And he was simply stating his thoughts and his opinions as a lawyer from a legal standpoint. And he didn't say anything wrong. I mean, he was like really on point. And somebody was like, "You're being biased." And I'm like, how in the world? And the guy was like, huh? I was like, yeah, he ain't used to this YouTube stuff. He ain't used to this side of YouTube. Because this side of YouTube, he ain't ready for that. And he was like, huh? How am I being biased? And I was like, yep. Here you go. You ain't met them yet. He was like, how am I being biased? And he really was explaining the laws and how if this goes this way, then it means this. If this goes that way, then it means that. He was like literally explaining that so that people could get a thorough understanding of what these things mean. And people started saying he was being biased. And the dude was like, really, honestly, he was taking up for him. And you had some people like, go ahead and say you support him. He was like, he said, yeah, I listen to his music. But what I'm saying is this is what this is and this is what that is. And you had the people coming with you being biased. And I'm like, dang, in this realm, you darn if you do and darn if you don't. That's why the best thing to do is just keep your mouth closed. That's why I backed out. That's why I stepped out with the church finger and peeped on out. I stepped on out the back door. I tiptoed right on out. I tiptoed right on out because I'm like, you darn if you do, because nobody wants to hear the truth. People want to hear what sounds good, what makes them feel good. It's the same thing in life. Nobody wants to hear the truth. The lawyer you know. Thank you, Cherry. I appreciate that. That is exactly what I think. It's the lawyer you know, and then there's the lead lawyer. And that was the thing. And I'm like, dude is giving y'all good information. Now, some of the stuff that he was saying was actually both of them, when it came to that particular system, was a bit off. They didn't know how some of that stuff worked in that particular system. But all in all, the legalities of it all, like, I'm like, they putting y'all on game. And I think somebody might have did it with the other dude too. And he's like, look, I don't even know, like I'm coming in on the tail end of this. Like, what are y'all talking about? I don't have any personal feelings one way or the other. And it's like, no, it's the people that support that are getting like real personal. But it's like, it's okay to like really feel something and be compassionate about something, but you also need to be realistic. And that's where all the foolishness came in. People coming after other people and because they weren't being realistic. Y'all ain't never seen no BS like this in my life. We threatening to hurt people and we gonna do this and we gonna do that and I mean just all kind like I'm speaking in tongues, y'all, because I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know. What? What was it? I'm like, for the people that really like follow him like that, do y'all really think you think he backed this foolishness? You think he be putting a stamp of approval on this foolishness? Because I don't. Shoot, I don't even think the devil will put a stamp of approval on this foolishness. Like, it was that far gone. Like, the devil was like, shoot, I ain't got to do nothing. Y'all go ahead on. Like, it is, like, that's, I'm just like, Ayos meals. Me no say. just, why do we get on it? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to. I saw the word humanizing on here. That was a key. That was the key thing that we were dealing with from the beginning. The humanizing part. And people wouldn't allow you to do that. Again, people were talking about perception and how people perceive things. And I told you before, if people cannot perceive you as a human, then they don't have empathy for you. They'll lack that empathy. They'll lack that compassion. They'll lack that understanding because they can't relate to you. And when you see all the foolishness and how people carrying on, it's hard for people to believe, even though we see it happen with celebrities, it's hard for people to believe that other people would actually act like that for another human. So it dehumanizes that person. So I was saying before, and I'm going to say this again just in case people didn't catch what I was saying the last time. When somebody is trying to prove that you have a person that is manipulating people, this is what they're trying to prove now. Not saying this is what it was, this is what they're trying to prove. Because they got to put a face on this. That people are trying to manipulate people, that they can do things and get people to follow them. And they're talking about like cult-like behaviors. I'm not saying necessarily him doing it, but just the behaviors. Is that so hard to believe? I've seen some cult-like behaviors. I ain't gonna lie. I have. I have. And it was very disturbing. Yeah. It's still disturbing. I went back on your videos and watched them, and that's where I got that word from. 100. You have been saying it from day one. Made me look at things differently as for the ones who want to support. I think support just, it looks different to me. It looks different. I really think if I'm in something, I want you to support me through prayer. If you feel like you actually have to take some action, because I've been in a situation where I had to take some action, I want you to take some legit action. Like that directly is going to help me. Not something, where you can go and do a video and say, yeah, I did such and such. I need you to, if you can't do nothing else, then pray for me. But I wouldn't want no foolishness attached to my name. Not any extra foolishness, because it's like you already got enough already. So you don't want any extra stuff going on out there that people are going to attach to your name that you have absolutely no control over. I'm telling y'all, that has to be a bad feeling. I don't see how people aren't getting that. You going back and you having stuff coming up in court and all kind of stuff, and you didn't even know about it. And they're saying different things. It's like, but I didn't do that. That didn't have nothing to do with me. This young lady, I know she writing and telling, this person said this and they did this. And he's sitting up there, man, don't worry about those people. They don't have, but what they got to do with me? I don't know. Just pray for me, child. I don't need no extra curricular stuff going on. Just pray for me. We had a pastor that always ended revival. He said, little prayer, little power. Much prayer, much power. Give me that much prayer, child. Take all that other stuff and do something with that. It's because I did. Okay? I have never in my life seen so many cliques, and I'm talking about grown folks. It reminds me of kindergarten. I'm not playing with you because so-and-so ain't. Oh, my goodness. And Shamika, let me tell you something. I'm glad you said that. Some people feel the need to be a part of a clique. They have to be a part of a clique. That's what makes a lot of us different, even when it comes in this YouTube world, these YouTube streets. I can't speak for other people, but I can say for me, I always hung with dudes. I have like 2 female friends, but I've always hung with guys. I never had a crew. Like I rock by myself. If I'm like cutting the fool or kicking the bubbles with some guys. But like just having people that I hung with on a regular basis, like I wasn't trying to follow anybody. I was content with doing me. That meant you ain't know none of my business unless I told you. I wasn't worried about your business because it didn't have nothing to do with me. Like it was just. So you got certain people that avoid cliques. I'm one of those people. I don't want to be part of your clique. That's why I said I couldn't be a sister wife. I don't want to be a part of your clique. The closest clique you gonna get me in is a team, a sports team. Other than that, and my sorority. I don't want to be part of your clique. And even in that, I'm still my own person. That's it. That's all. Like, you can have that other stuff. No new friends. No friends. I'm feeling no friends. No, no. But it says a lot, because I was thinking about this. I thought about this when I was in the shower this morning. everybody is raised different. Now, I came up in a single parent home. It was just my mama, but you'd think that it was a whole army up in there. But one thing that we could not do, and I wish my mama was here so she can go off on it. My mama wouldn't let us gossip. If my mama heard us gossiping, she would pop us in the mouth. Straight pop us in the mouth. I mean, from the beginning. It sure does restrict your free thinking, Pab. She just wasn't for the gossiping. That's not what... Y'all, we couldn't say shut up. We couldn't tell nobody to shut up. Say it if you want to. That was a curse word. So it was a little different. So coming to line, I just didn't care. Like if it was something like... I was always a person that like felt like I had to be the hero with something like take up for people. But other than that, like... That's on you. You know what I mean? But it's just different. It's that clique thing, that herd mentality. We done took it back all the way around, didn't we? That herd mentality that gets people every time. And it's like, even the smartest of the smartest, once they get mixed up in that herd thinking, that herd mentality, that group thinking, even the smartest of the smartest can just lose their focus. And we see and we saw a lot of people just losing their focus. And it was, to me, my opinion, the people that were coming in on the tail end that didn't see all the extra buffale that happened in the beginning, they were coming in with a fresh set of eyes. And so these are the people that, you know, folks are like, y'all being biased, y'all are against him. I don't think that they were against him. They were just coming in with a fresh set of eyes, and they didn't see all the foolishness that was happening before. So I could appreciate what a lot of the newer people were saying that were coming in, and they didn't see all the extra. And they're not part of a clique. They, you know, just coming on the scene. So all they know is what they're seeing on the tail end. It is one thing for the people that have been watching from the beginning. It kind of makes you feel uneasy because you're like, well, dawg, they don't know the whole story. But then on the flip side, it's like, yeah, that's good. They don't know the whole story. They don't know about all the blogger beefs and all that. They don't need to know all that because that was a bunch of bull to begin with. But it just unsettling, I tell ya. It's unsettling. Settling. Something, I tell you, something killed her. And what other comment that I needed was I going to address? The person that kept putting all the comments, she said something about another blogger, brought another blogger up that does not care for me. Don't mention that person in my comments. Don't come over here trying to tell me about no other blogger. Okay? Yeah, that just about wraps that up. Yeah. So if you're on here now, you come back and watch it later, do not come on here trying to tell me about any other person that is on YouTube. If you came to compliment somebody, then you can compliment on. But don't come over here trying to create no beefs on my page with no other blogger, because whatever they got going on, whatever they said about me, whatever they doing, that's their business. It's not mine. That's their business. So that's their business. Take that on over there. Whatever. I don't even know what the person said, and I ain't trying to find out. So, Shamika ain't had no choice but to watch it. She put so many comments up there. I was like, what are you saying? Sometimes you just, what are you saying? I don't understand. Like, you got me feeling slow. Just got you scratching your head a little bit. You got me feeling slow. But again, that goes back to some of the behaviors that we were talking about. Like, that's the kind of cult stuff, you know, that I'm speaking on. I will do whatever you say, master. What do you need me to do? I will post comments for you. Like, go on something. So that's that. Miss Lady, please don't do that. Don't do that. I will not call your name because I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but please don't do that. Not over here anyway. You welcome anywhere else. And I'm not going to block you, but unless you give me a reason. But yeah. So that was one of the other things. Somebody was saying, I agree with most of what you said, but I don't agree with the stuff, the charges or whatever. Y'all, I never said I agree with the charges. I absolutely said beyond a reasonable doubt. I said specifically that I did not agree with them. I got to make sure I said that right. I never said I agreed. I said I didn't agree with them. That's what I said. Yeah. I said that I did not feel that they proved their case. That's what I said. You heard it from me. That's exactly what I said. I stand on that. Rewind it, put in slow-mo, but that's what I said. Yeah. But I also said that they're going to have a tough fight with these other charges, particularly the ones in Chicago, the state charges. They got a fight on their hands with that. That's what I said. And I also said that I felt that it was not a good move to attack Greenberg with him still being his Chicago attorney. That's what I said. Miguel, what's going on? I don't take that back. I don't take that back. It's a lot of stuff still going. Like, this is the beginning. This is the beginning. And one court is waiting to see what the other one is going to do, and one jurisdiction is waiting to see what the other jurisdiction is going to do. Like, that's what they're all doing. Trying to see if they need to, continue with whatever they got, or are we going to go and do this and run this stuff consecutively? Are we going to run it concurrently? Like, how are we going to do this? Because the ultimate goal, my opinion, the ultimate goal is to make sure that he does not see the outside of those facilities. That's just my personal opinion. Period. So everybody's watching everybody else. Hey, Groovy family, how you doing? Everybody's watching everybody else to see what they're going to do. And I think that's part of the reason why the sentencing was pushed so far back. It does not take that long to sentence somebody. But when you got other cases that are coming down the pipeline, then you kind of wait and see what everybody else does. But one usually takes precedence over the other. But everybody's kind of waiting to see what the other one is going to do. My thoughts. And my disclaimer is I'm just a little old girl from South Cackalack. I don't know nothing. This is just my personal opinion. Y'all, I can see, look, I can see the shine going on right there, y'all. Child, let me tell y'all something. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Yeah, I wasn't. I ended up being a part of this due to a family dynamic, right? Y'all know it. Y'all see it up there. Y'all see it. I'm not in denial. Y'all see it. Look at that. I know you see it. But yeah, Princess Diana, hey, how you doing? I came in based on a family dynamic, and in the midst of that, yes, I did get to meet him. Yes, I did get to talk to him. No, I did not have ongoing conversations with him. absolutely did not. I came to a point where I was able to understand some things. And whatever I say is just based on my own understanding. And whatever, it's just based on my own understanding. So if somebody gets upset with me or doesn't agree with something that I say or my opinion on something, then that's fine. But again, this is from my own understanding, not based on anybody else's thoughts. This is my thought, my own discernment, my own opinion. That's strictly where it comes from. And regardless of any of the stuff that's going on, I just do not believe. Actually, I know. BB Beauty LLC, we can see you. I know for a fact that he did not agree with all this stuff that was going on. The question is, did anybody care that he didn't like it? Because it don't seem like they did. And I'm laughing now because I'm like, I hear people saying that he never came at the women and he never did this and he never spoke ill and he never. Well, if y'all know, Tayari, hey, how you doing? Do y'all know where I'm going with this? Shalom, peace in the puzzle. If you gonna support me, it's just like people that's supposed to be walking that Christian walk. Like, don't stand up here and say you speaking for me. You speaking for moi. Don't act like you walking the walk that I'm walking and you doing something completely opposite from what I'm doing. Like, what is you doing? Yes, I said is. What is you doing? Because whatever you doing, it ain't for me. Like, that ain't, no. That's that. I'm hoping that in the future that people like really go back, look at some of the foolishness. Go back, look at the videos, look at the messages. But your little light ain't shining like a cricket. Yeah, little light, child. The little light. That little light ain't shining. I'm telling you, I'm shining though. I had to put that in there. Shining. But yeah, it's. I'm just hoping that people can go back and like really look, do an evaluation, assess the situation, assess the scene, and like really look at the behaviors, because I'm sure some folks gonna look back on this and be like, did I do that? If they're being real with themselves, because this is what this is all about now. People being realistic. People being realistic. If they're being realistic about the situations that, that's going on, even about what he's facing right now, if people are being realistic, then they understand. They understand. And yes, Lord have mercy, it's a hefty price to pay. Yeah. And you have to make sure you keep your mind right. I promise you can't be out here dibbing and dabbling and losing your way. Because he's supposed to turn on you so quick. 1 minute they love you, the next minute, boy, look at him. You on the cancel list. You on the cancel list. You about to be canceled. Y'all see they about to get rid of Dave Chappelle right now. He about to be gone. He gone. I'm laughing. It's not funny because, like I said, we talked about the cancel and the mute thing. You cannot mute somebody. I mean, unless y'all on the phone literally and you press the mute button, then you but understand something. The people that are pushing the hardest to cancel Dave Chappelle is the NABCJ, the National Association of Blacks in Criminal Justice. That's us. You got me. It's not them. It's not the man. It's not all these other people. That's us. The National Association of Blacks in Criminal Justice. Okay? That's us and them. So folks will give you a pass on some things. But when they fed up with you, they tired of hearing you, they don't like something that you said, then you going to get that work. And they trying to get him that work right now. And that's what I'm saying. Why I am very cautious about putting stuff on people. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what situation you are going to find yourself in. You could be going about your day doing the same thing that you do every day on a daily basis, minding your own business. And one particular day, somebody can find something wrong with whatever it is you're doing, and you can find yourself in a situation. Don't think you're exempt. None of us are exempt. I'm telling you, I done walked that walk. I done had to fight a mighty fight. But God, won't he do it? Yeah. You can be living your life on the straight and narrow, walking on the up and up. But when it's your turn to go through, nobody is exempt. That's why I don't sit here. When you got stuff, when we were dealing with the Ahmaud Arbery and Lord have mercy, George Floyd and all that stuff, and we got, like, we can literally see what happened, and we're speaking on what we literally see. Then we got, press pause for a second. Butterflyness. I will definitely keep you in my prayers. Butterflyness is having eye surgery next week. Y'all keep her in your prayers, please. Please, please, please. You know that's serious when they messing with your eyes, y'all. Y'all know that. That's like the powerhouse, y'all. Prayers. How that air kicked in cold. But yeah, nobody is exempt. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful with that. Because you don't know when your day is going to be. And it may not be your day. It could be your child's day. It could be one of your siblings. It could be one of your parents. Like, we don't know. We don't know. So, like, wishing bad on other people, you got to be careful. Just like I told y'all the other day, you start wishing bad on people, and then when it's your day, you know, you get up to the gates and you standing beside Peter and them, you know, and God, you know, he say, well, what you think I need to do to you, you know, for your transgressions? Because you told me to do this one, this right here to him, and to do that to him. And he gonna say, you know, I'm just saying hypothetically, he gonna be like, so what should I do about what you did? You know, you can't go up there trying to bargain with him and be like, yo, like Jesus, yo, hey, God, hey, Trinity 5-7. I need you to forget about what I said. You know, forget about it. Like, you can't go up there. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, we can't. Patricia, hey, how you doing? We can't. We have to be careful with that. I'm a firm believer, especially in these last few years, I am a firm believer that there is so much power in the tongue. And there are a lot of things that you can truly speak into existence. So you have to be careful with your words. You have to be even more careful with your thoughts. I'm telling you. I literally, those of you that are on my Facebook or you're on my Instagram, then you know, again, I got in an accident, whatever day that was, I went to that Panthers game. And a couple days before that, I was thinking about getting another truck. Like, all jokes aside, I was thinking about getting another truck. It was a thought. Literally, it was a thought. And, you know, I always had to pray on stuff. Well, Lord, if you think because I didn't need another truck, I was just thinking about it. Didn't even know what I wanted. Didn't have anything in mind. It was just a thought that I had in my head. And I said, well, I'm literally, y'all, I have to tell y'all this real quick. I was praying this. You know how you have a little talk with him when you're in the car? I was like, Lord, if that's what I need to do, because I have to make sure that my steps are ordered. If that's what I need to do, then, you know, just let me know. Give me a sign. And this is the same time I'm saying, you know, I'm asking for traveling grace and mercy and all that stuff. Y'all, within 5 minutes, I was in the median, then hit the guardrail. I ain't had no other choice but to get another truck. So that's what I'm saying. And my sister was laughing later. She was like, girl, you got to stop thinking stuff and saying stuff because it just happens. And that's what I'm saying. And I know some of y'all can think of some situations where you like thought something or spoke something and it kind of scares you when it happened for real. So you got to be careful because there's so much power. It's power in the tongue, y'all. And they ain't talking about it in a nasty way. Thank you, Sharon. How you doing? I ain't talking about it in a nasty way. I'm telling y'all. So you ain't gonna get me saying, kill him, put him under the thing, put him there. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nope, not today, not yesterday, not next week, not the week after that, not June, January, February. We ain't doing that. Not doing that. So understanding that there is power in the tongue, power in our thoughts, there is power in our actions. If we understand that and we truly believe that, then that should let people know what direction they really need to be going in. I ain't telling nobody what to do. I'm just saying, if that's something that you believe, then that should pretty much guide you in the direction that you're going in, or that you should go in. Because if I believe that there's power in the tongue, then boy, I'm going to be putting some serious prayers out there. I'm going to speak this thing. But you got to be careful about trying to speak ill on other people. Because see, that's what a lot of folks do. They asking God to bless somebody else and they cursing somebody like, go, G-O-D, can you please bless us and make sure that Johnny comes home tomorrow night, and D-O-G, I'm changing around for you, and D-O-G, can you please make sure that Susie Q trips over her right foot and breaks her nose? You can't do them prayers at the same time. He don't work like that. That's not how this works. Y'all know better. But you know what I'm saying, it's true. We can't do that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? You asking for this over here, the positive, and then you praying something negative on somebody. How does that work? How does that work? Lord, please let them lose everything they got. How does that work? That's not how that goes. And Lord, since you blessing everybody, make sure, Lord, I'm praying for this house. So please, Lord, when you give me this house, make sure they lose their house. Or when the storm comes, Jesus, let it knock the back porch down. Right, bless me, but not her. That's not how this works, y'all. That's why stuff not working the way you want it to work. Because you talking out of both sides of your mouth. You're talking out of both sides of your mouth. That's not how this works. That is not how this works. Lord, Can you please bless me with a car? Can you please bless me with a car and break that little mess down she got over there because she thinks she's something. Let her tire blow out of something. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. That ain't how this works. Now see, I'm going to have to pray for these prayers. But y'all know I ain't lying. I ain't. That's not how this works. That is not how this works. Lord, can you please come in? We need you to intercede, Lord. F you black, and bang, 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 gang, gang, gang. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. You got him up there confused. Like, I don't know. Do I bless him? Do I strike him with lightning? Like, what do I do? What? I'm just saying. What are we doing? We talk about people saying at the beginning, it's like, you gotta pick a side. No, you gotta pick a side. You gotta pick a side. Okay? You gotta pick good over evil. Like, you gotta pick a side. You gotta. What are we doing? You gotta pick a side. You gotta pick a side. You can't be the one saying, I ain't going in nowhere. I won't leave. You can't be that person. You got to go somewhere. You got to pick a side. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go somewhere. Okay? Granddaddy said you ain't got to leave, but you got to get up out of here. You got to go somewhere. I'm just saying. Just saying. Okay, let me get on this real quick before I get on up off here. Listen, remember I was talking to y'all about Kelly Price the other week? And I told y'all that that young lady was okay and that she didn't want her family in her business. That it was something that was not right about that sister's story, and that the people that needed to know where she was at, they knew where she was at. Do y'all see? They had done killed a woman off. They said her husband done did something to her and had her somewhere. He done took her insurance. They said boyfriend. Done took her insurance policy. Said the boyfriend locked them out the house, wouldn't let him in. Her husband wouldn't let him in. Come on, y'all. Remember all this stuff? That's what I'm saying. We got to be careful about the seeds that we let people plant and how we, let them cultivate them things and have them growing all. This woman sitting up here really battling, and we know she battling. Done had to get air and everything. The woman died, y'all. She died and came back. I have seen it happen. Not with her, but I have seen it happen. And people sat up here and came up with this whole conspiracy. Hold on one second. We ain't gonna even talk about these conspiracy theories. We don't do conspiracies over here. We work in truth. Truth and reason. Okay? We ain't doing no conspiracies over here. That's it. People put this stuff out in the atmosphere. Everybody started believing it. They done went and came up with another hashtag. Find Kelly. I don't even know what kind of, they had all kind of hashtags for. Missing Kelly, and Kelly sitting up here who missing? Kelly who? Kelly who is missing? Again, this just shows how gullible we can be. Somebody gives us information and we just sit there and we take it in. We don't give it a minute to marinate. Like I was saying, I didn't come out. I wanted people to process what had happened with the verdict and stuff before I came and said something. I wanted to process it myself before I came out and said something. That's part of processing. Like really thinking about stuff and seeing if it makes sense. Like if you hadn't talked to her already in some months, If you hadn't talked to her in some months, then that means you weren't checking on her. You weren't checking on her. Now all of a sudden you want to check on her? You just said you ain't talked to her in months. Kelly said they ain't talked since the pandemic started. See how people do? See how people do? So that mystery has been solved, okay? Now we gotta go, and we still got the stuff going on with Wendy. We gotta keep these prayers up for Wendy. See what I'm saying? When I talk about there being power in the tongue, you spend all that time trying to bring other people down and speaking negatively on other people's lives and other people's situations. That's why you have to be careful. Especially when you make those snide and slick comments. Oh, well, this should have happened. Like, you got to be careful because you don't know what your situation is going to end up being. So I'm keeping her in prayer because she's going through some things. But I'm also hoping that during this journey that she's on, because we all go on different journeys, I'm praying that this journey that she's on, that it brings her some type of clarity and some type of understanding of how what she was doing when other people were in the limelight and they were the bulk of her jokes. I'm hoping that it gives her some type of insight. I'm hoping that she has that moment of epiphany that stops her from wanting to go after people the way that she has done for so many years. Because you can do it when other people are the butt of the joke. But when you are the one that has now become the joke, that's a different story. That's a different story. That's why I say again, and this all comes back full circle, you have to be careful about what you speak on people. You have to be. Juicy Love, you better say it one more time. You got to be careful about what you speak on people. Most definitely. I'm going to give you one a little bit deeper. You got a lot of the supporters that don't like what happened or what is happening right now with Dave Chappelle, right? Isn't that the same Dave Chappelle that was making a mockery of the person that you are supporting? And now people are making a mockery of him. Completely different type of situation, but they're making a mockery of him, and people are talking about canceling him. See what I'm saying? Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Not saying that everybody doesn't have the right to speak their mind. We all have the right to speak our mind. We have the right to speak our opinions. We have the right to do that, but it should not be at other people's demise. It should not be at the expense of someone else, especially someone getting hurt. Is it sinful to not pray for someone? Pat, you know what? I'm going to say no. Because shoot, if your prayer going to be negative, I think the Lord will appreciate it if you just didn't throw one in the air in the first place. Like, nah, you just stay neutral. You just stay right there. I know your heart. Just stay neutral. I'm laughing, but I'm dead serious. I don't think so. Because when you pray, you praying like what's on your heart. So if it's not on your heart to do it, then don't do it. Because then you're faking and you don't want to be fake. So if it's not on your heart to do it, then don't do it. I don't think anybody should like feel obligated to do it. So if it's not something that you feel compelled or led to do, I don't think that you should have to do it. That's with anything. I don't think it's being hateful. I really don't. if that is not what was placed on your heart. You know, just leave it alone. Let go and let God. Let go and let God. My mom has taught me to pray for those that, mine too. Mine too. And even, I told y'all, whenever I can get to the place where I'm in a different place, I'll let y'all know about some things that I've had to deal with. So when I say stuff and y'all think I'm speaking in code, like y'all will really understand what I'm saying. But I had some people like do like some damning things to me. And I had to pray for myself for the feelings that I was having towards them, because those feelings were not godly. Do you see what I'm saying? So it may sound crazy, but I was praying for them. I'm like, whatever they had going on that had them do whatever they did, Lord, I'm asking you to deliver them from that. And give them some type of understanding so that they understand what they did, so they won't do it to somebody else. And I know that may sound crazy, but like, that's still my prayer to this day. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna say I ain't want to beat the brakes off of you now. We ain't gonna even act like that wasn't the case. But I had to pray that away. I had to pray that away. Lord, please take my need to want to throw these hands and put my paws on these people. Yeah, I had to pray that away. Lord, whatever it is about them that made me want to lay hands on them, I need you to deliver me from that. Jesus. And deliver them so that they won't put me back in that place no more. Yeah. But yeah, so I find myself praying. That's why I say you got to pray for everybody. Like, we have to pray all the way around. But if them pals. Yeah, Princess Diana. I was that close. I was that close. Yeah. Yeah. I have seen the promised land. I was that close. I was that close. Sat in that jail. Sat in that jail till I darn it right. Yeah, I was that close. Hate was trying to drum up in me. Yeah, you gotta dig deep. That's where that song come from. If you have to reach way down. That's where that song come from. If you have to reach way down. That's where that come from. That's where that come from. It says a special person, special type of person to pray for people who have done wrong to them. Lord, I'm a work in progress. Girl, Lulu, we all a work in progress, child. We all a work in progress. We are all a work in progress. Yes, we are. I told you, ain't none of us perfect now. Because if I was perfect, I wouldn't want to put my paws on them. See, there won't no counselor, coach, therapist, psychotherapist. There won't nothing in me that stopped me from the beginning from wanting to put my paws. God had to step in. Yeah, he had to step in. Hallelujah. He had to step in. He ain't step in, he slid in. He had to slide. He had to slide in and make sure they were safe. He slid in. And yeah. I'm laughing because Lord, he know I'm telling the truth. He had to slide in. And yeah, that's what happened. I mean, they did, yeah. Yep, sure did. He sure did. Yep. He said, Sandy, you know that ain't godly. I said, Lord, I know, but you know my heart. But you also know these hands. I told y'all I was a tomboy. I ain't lying, okay? I have never fought a girl, but I have fought some dudes. I have never fought a girl, but my cousin, I did. She was bigger than me. She fought me. But yeah. So we have to pray. We got to pray, you know, and if you don't have a word, you know, people in the church say, just wave your hand, Pap. Just wave your hand. If you can't say a word, if you can't say a word, if you can't say a word, you just wave your hand. All right, y'all got y'all church for tonight. Butterfly, I'm trying, child. I'm taking it step by step, child. I'm trying to get back in. I'm trying to get back in. Beauty, I'm sorry to hurt your ears, girl, but I had to put it out there, child. I got to put it out there. Just wave your hand, child. Just wave your hand. Okay. But yeah. So that was that. You guys, one other person that I'm going to ask that y'all keep in your prayers. The family, the family for Miss Gabby. Okay? The young lady that they finally found, they found her body, and they're looking for her boyfriend, fiance, fugitive, whatever you want to call them. Just pray for her family, for some peace for her family. You know, we've had people even on our side of YouTube that has, you know, that lost family to murder or whatever, and that's, you know, that's a hurtful thing, and it's hard to get closure on that. So just pray for justice for her family, however that looks. And y'all know that's what I always say, however that justice looks. Pray for justice for her family and some peace for her family, because nobody wants to find out that their child had to suffer, or somebody that they love had to suffer, and that's a whole other story, y'all. That's a whole other story. So I just wanted to put that out there. Okay. So I'm praying, Pap said, I just wave. Just wave, child. BB Beauty, they found something, I think it was today. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, maybe I just saw it today, but they found, like, I hate to say this, y'all. They found like some human feces. And they think that he was hiding out in this house. So I think he's still around here somewhere. Now, it's my understanding, they about to put me in my psychological corner for a minute, but some people that knew him said that he was a bit of a narcissist. And if you're dealing with somebody that's a true narcissist, that has a narcissist personality or personality disorder, then those people tend to think that they are smarter than other people and they can outsmart the law. And they actually want to sit around and watch. So when you're dealing with those type of people, then it could be very possible that he's sitting there and just like feeding off seeing the news and having people look for him and all this, like, again, y'all, this is my opinion. So, but if that's true, then he could very possibly just be sitting there like taking it all in, you know? Because I know that video where they had, you know, showed them after they had a little fight on the road or whatever. He was giving off very much narcissist. He was. I hope she's upset. I hope she's not upset. He was like, maybe you guys can take some time and work it out tomorrow. Oh, I hope so. It was like, boy, bye. Narcissist much? He kind of gave off those vibes. He was like so sweet. It was, they can find him there acting like he disappeared on their aircraft. That joker sitting right there. He's sitting right there. He's sitting right there. He's sitting right there. So, But I'm just praying for that family, for them to have some peace. Boy, y'all, just give me 1 second. Boy, if you sitting out here and you know these people looking for you, go ahead and take your tail where you need to be. Go ahead now. Got people waiting and looking around for you like they don't have nothing else to do. And it got her family in limbo. Go ahead. Now. Shoot. Sorry, had to let my South come out for a minute. But yeah. But I ain't joking though. Anyway. Appreciate you guys for kicking it with me tonight. Just wanted to come on, address some of the comments. There'll probably be some more off this. Y'all, I love y'all on purpose. Put your comments. If you don't agree with me, that is fine. Just if we gonna disagree, let's disagree respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, you black, greasy face Mitch. Ba, 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 ba. I know my face is ordered. Look at it. Look at me. You ain't got to do all that. Just say, Doc, we don't agree with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the comments that I had, except for that one person that put like 30, 50 comments, the number gonna grow every time I say it, okay? So, yeah. But yeah, just say, just say whatever you gotta say. You ain't gotta put all that extra on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you little crochet wearing chick, we don't agree with you. You ain't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, big head, we don't care. You don't have to do all that. Okay? And my hands, it's your fingers typing on the keyboard. Because that's how the words come across. You ain't gotta do all that. We can just agree to disagree. And, you know, I give you like, yeah, you right. Or I be like, oh, nah, I ain't going for that. You know, whatever. But, you know, we'll be all right. I'm going to read your comments regardless. But, you know, unless you give me 10 comments, I ain't reading all of them from the same person. Now, I ain't doing that. Nah, I ain't. People actually act like they can't go to. Monica, where you been all my life, girl? That all they got you know, just, you know what I'm talking about? Just, pause, close out. That's all I'm saying. What's today? Thursday? No, it won't be this weekend. I'm not gonna even say that because then that'll be a story. So I'm gonna hold off on that. 2 more trips are coming soon, y'all. 2 more trips are coming soon. Very adult chat and that. Yeah, we gotta get a little bit. I know I might moisturize my. Right, Pat. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you can see the oil in here. I put some oil in there this morning, girl. I know I might. Pat, I'm gonna say this because I know you. Look, I took that little oil bottle. You know, I got that little ponytail. I took that little oil bottle, put that oil up in there. Put it all up in there. I had to wash my face and got a shower and everything, child. I was getting ready to leave out. I walked past the mirror. I walked back. I walked past the mirror. I was like, shoot. That oil was all down here. Y'all know I got to cut up before I get out. That oil was all down here. So I had to bust that left and come back. That thing was dripping. Came through dripping. Yeah, but that thing was dripping. So you don't have to say with your greasy head, with your over moisturized head, you wrong. You ain't gotta do all that. Just say you don't agree. You know what I'm saying? Just say that. You know, just say that. Gosh. Oh Lord, I am through. I am through. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out. You know. Who is that? Don't do that, BB Beauty. Okay? Don't do that. We don't like the government laws, but supposed to be publicly governed by. Ooh. Why are you trying to get deep while I'm trying to get off here? Supposed to be publicly governed by your peers. I'm going to have to ask that Dr. Phil question. How's that working out for us? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And don't ask me why I'm flipping this pillow like this. I just feel like it's more dramatic for me to do this right now. It's all about the dramatics. Okay. Anyway, let me get my butt out here, okay? Because I'm still sitting in these work clothes from earlier today. So, yeah, that thing. Shout out to all the dimes. Shout out for everybody for coming in here tonight and chilling. We just trying to have a little grown folk conversation and laugh a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get away from all the other stuff. Let them people do what they do. Let them do what they do. Good night, BB Beauty. But yeah, we're gonna come back. I don't know when. It probably won't be this week because it's already Thursday. So I'm pretty sure it won't be no more this week. So appreciate y'all. Shout out to the dimes. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to the non-subscribers that are in here chilling and just listening to me with this southern twang give y'all this thing. Heck, a shout out to a recommendation. Shout out to One Papoose on here. Go watch her. Go watch her cut up over there. Over there on One Pap out of One Papoose. Yeah, I'm just so dramatic with this stuff right now. I gotta go to bed. I've been drinking too much tea, child. I ain't gonna be able to go to sleep tonight. But yeah. Lord help me, I ain't going to sleep tonight. See you guys the next. I got you. You're welcome, Princess Diana. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate the adult conversations and the laughs because y'all had me laughing just as hard. Okay. Please come back, Monica. Come on back, girl. You been child. Come on back. Come on back. BB Beauty, come on back. Come on back, girl. And since you got BB Beauty on now, I'm gonna need you to get me some of them little the little sheets. I'm gonna need you to send me some of them little sheets, them little patent sheets, them all patent sheets. Nah, I'm playing. If you don't get nothing else from anything I said tonight, if you don't remember nothing else I said on this live tonight, remember this one thing. Remember this one thing. Mind. Oh, thank you. Good night, Groovy family. Mind your mother flipping business. Good night, y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.